Yeah, good evening. Okay, um, good evening, guys. This is like the second part of the series, earning from zero to hero. Um, I'd like to talk about a specific topic, sowing money seeds. How you can sow money seeds and earn your way from zero to hero. So, first things first, you need to understand how to sow money seeds, and I'll use an example, the example of a farmer. Let's say the farmer plants corn, maize, corn. You know, he takes the corn and he plants it in his farm, and then he waters it, takes care of the corn, tends to it, removes the weed. If he wants to, he could put some fertilizer. He grows the corn until it's ripe enough for harvest, and then he harvests the corn. Once he harvests the corn, the first thing the farmer does is that he takes some seed away out of the harvest that he's going to plant again during the next planting season. The remaining harvest, he could decide to eat some, he could decide to sell some, and give some away. Now, one thing about money is that the same way a farmer treats his seeds, that's the same way you plant money seeds. You know, you put the money, you plant it in a business, in an investment, and you tend to it, you watch it, you watch it grow. When it grows, you from your harvest, the first thing you have to do is to remove seeds for the next planting season. And as long as you can do the same thing the farmer does, and you can see money as a seed, the way a farmer does, you would also see the money grow consistently and gradually with time. Um, the first example of someone that did that, or people that did that in the Bible, are the brothers Cain and Abel. The Bible makes us understand that Cain and Abel, um, um, Cain was a tiller of the ground, and Abel was a tender of sheep, and they both planted, and from their harvests, they gave offerings to God, and God accepted Abel's offering. He didn't accept Cain's offering. We know the story. Now the thing there is this: we have to understand that giving must come after you have planted and you've gotten your harvest, not before. We might have been told and we might have assumed over time that the way to plant is to give, but giving comes after you have planted and after you have reaped your harvest. From your harvest, you give. But before you give, you have to put aside seeds. As a farmer, you have to put aside seeds for the next planting season, because that's what ensures that you keep having your seed time and your harvest. Your seed time and your harvest. Someone asked me a question today about what you could do with 100,000 naira, and someone suggested starting a business, and he said something like 100,000 naira was too much to start a business. The truth of the matter is there's no amount of money that is too much, neither is there any amount that is too small. We you start with what you have, and you start from where you are. So if what you have is 100,000, you start with that. If it's lower than that, if it's 10,000, you start with that. If it's more than that, you start with that. Remember the story in the Bible that Jesus Christ gave about the parable of miners, about the master that was traveling and gave three of the servants money, and he said, ask them to trade with it until he returns. The first one went, he traded with the money, And the master came back and said, "Well done, good and faithful servant." The second servant did the same, but the third servant refused to trade with the money. Now, there is a possibility that you think the way to multiply your seed is by giving it. Now, if that's what you think, you have to you might need to unlearn what you have learned, because a farmer giving a seed or giving corn to another farmer has not planted and cannot expect an harvest from the corn he has given away. He can only expect an harvest only on the seed that he has planted on his farm. He has only a right to expect a harvest only from what he has planted on his own farm, not what he has given away. Now, after he has planted and he has reaped a harvest, he decides to give some away, decides to sell some, but he must always keep aside seed to plant for the next planting season. So it's very important for us to understand that money works exactly the way agricultural seeds also work. So if you have 100,000 naira and you take the 100,000 naira, you give it away, I'm sorry to let you know, the money is gone until you get another one to sow. That money is gone. You've given it away, you have not planted it. The way you plant money seeds is to put it in a product or a service that you are paid for. Now, when you put the money, when you plant the money seed in a product or a service and you are paid for it, you get a harvest. From your harvest, you can give. There's also a possibility that you think the money is too small to start with, but you just have to start from where you are. Nobody starts climbing a tree from the top. You start from down and you climb to the top. So start with what you have, start small, grow it fast, and with time and with consistency, your seed will grow. So if you've learned something or you think you know someone that could learn from this, please like the video, share the video, tell someone about it. We'll be sharing more tips, sharing more ideas on earning from zero to hero. Take care, guys.